Hello YouTube, what's up? My name is Chicken Fried Rice, and guess what? Today we are watching some World of Tanks. Although this is not me playing this game, this is going to be one of my buddies from my tank clan. He's called HighExplosiveHail, and you want to know why he's called that? Because he just rains a hailstorm of stuff. So he sent me this replay of this ridiculous game he played, and I was like, you know what, dude? I have to upload this because you guys will see. This is an insane game. Now the other team probably had no idea what they were doing, but this guy just completely dominated them like it was nobody's business. So we're going to start out this game, and he's going to head down right here, down this lovely ice road, and guess what, guys? He's going to be heading there by himself, except for the support of one Bison, which is really not a lot. His whole entire team breaking off there, and guess where the whole entire enemy team is breaking off? Well, that's right, they're heading straight down that road where he's going. So this is going to be a clash of the Titans. Not to give any spoilers, but this is probably the most insane game I've ever seen. I've never gotten this many kills in the game. The most I've ever gotten is 6. Now right here we're in his perspective, and basically we're just going to be following him as he completely owns people. So let's just fast forward through this a bit, so that we can get to his action. Now look carefully in the map, you'll notice he is the only person there. So he comes around this corner, peeks, and here we go. Here's when the wrecking ball just opens up. High explosive, if you ever end up in a game with this guy in World of Tanks, I recommend you just run and hide. And this is the reason why. This guy is not afraid to be facing off against anyone. Boom, M5 or Tier 4 tank destroyer, no worries. He's just surrounded. Let's see, how many tanks is there so far? That's 4 tanks, and let's see, 4 tanks, oh, 5 now. How many is he? He's still just the one with a medium coming up as backup. Might not exactly show up in an hour or two. So he's doing a magnificent job. Now, I've never had trouble taking down a T1 heavy, but the thing you guys need to know about a T1 heavy is don't sit around trying to pen its front armor. You gotta swing around, and you have to be able to hit its side and rear armor because it doesn't have any. It's non-existent. So if you manage to do that, then you're able to do some serious damage. Now, if you do sit around and try and penetrate its front armor, well, guess what happens? You get your asses kicked. Guess what? This game is only, what, 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and this guy's already racked up 3 kills. High Explosive is one crazy person. He's going on a crazy kill streak. Right there, what you heard was my beautiful TeamSpeak voice saying, user left my channel. Anyways, going through this, he is facing off. There's a T1 Heavy. It seems like it's going to be the Clash of the Titans because the T1 Heavy is the equivalent of what High Explosive is driving. The only difference is the guy driving that T1 Heavy doesn't know weak spots like High Explosive, and High Explosive already has some damage, has already taken down so many people, and right here that T1 Heavy is coming straight at him, but High Explosive is not worried because he knows where to aim. That T1's doing some damage to him, but nothing that High Explosive cannot dish back. And look how he's penetrating every single shot, and that other tank is not. He's aiming for the strongest points while High Explosive is aiming for the weakest points. This is how you want to be playing a game. You want to play and have the enemy be playing on your terms. By doing this, you're basically telling him, hey, you guys can't do anything. Look at this, their whole entire team backed up. These guys were 5, 8 tanks, okay? Now he's at 6 kills. If they would have all just drove up to him, went around him, and shot him, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he had a very aggressive play style against not very experienced players, which caused them to fall on their heels, and they were just sitting back there. They were scared. They had no idea what to do. So what are they going to do? They're just all going to try and clump around. Look at that. That's just, it's a minefield of littered bodies, all by this one T1 Heavy. I've never had any trouble taking down a T1 Heavy, but this guy makes it look like it's the invisible Trojan horse. He just took down the whole entire team single-handedly, and he's not done yet. And this is ridiculous, guys. When you want to be playing tanks, you want to be playing like this. You want to be playing an aggressive playstyle. You want to play to your advantages, and do not show your weaknesses. You play to the advantages of your tanks and the weaknesses of others, and you put this psychological warfare when he took down the equivalent of his tank, the other T1 heavy, he put the other 3 remaining tanks in a position where, like, oh my god, he just took out the only person that could take him out. We're screwed. So they're just going to sit back there on their asses. No. In that situation, what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, you know what? Too bad. I'm just going to go in there and wreck his ass. And if I get killed, well, too bad. If I'm in a position and I'm in my AMX-13T against an IS-8, which already happened once, charge in there. Do what you can. You know what I did? I did 600 damage the time I did that. You play to your strengths. That's what you want to do. And then he just takes out a KV-1 to finish the game. So guys, I want to give a huge shout out to HighExplosive. And if you guys like this video, well then just please like and subscribe. And you know what, guys? I will see you guys all next time.